Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Angela. Today I'm reviewing 3 pairs of shoes with you. There are 3 new pairs that I want to unbox. And of course there's a little bit of story behind it. So I hope you are willing to listen as we unbox these shoes. So to begin, before I start off, the 3 purchases that I made were not really impulse purchases. I will say that I'm trying to be very mindful now on when I make specific purchases, especially because it cost me quite a few dollars. And therefore, I don't really want to make mistakes. And I think I've mentioned that before. So the very first pair that I'm going to reveal was something that was on my wish list. It was going to always stay on the wish list, and it's still on the wish list now because I would like to add multiple more colors. I was actually initially looking for one color, but then of course, due to what I'm about to tell you, it ended up in a different color, which is fine. The second pair that I want to show you about is also something that was on my wish list. It wasn't an item that I was really in a rush with, but I wanted it at least for the fall and winter season. So this is the perfect time that I actually now finally found the item, and I got it for a good deal. And that was the deal breaker for me. But it was kind of sort of on the list, and then it kind of slides back off when you find something else that's more important that you want to buy, right? And then the last item was something that I found last year, actually. I just couldn't justify it. So it was an expensive item, or an expensive pair of shoes, so to speak, for me at least. And at the time when I wanted them, I couldn't find them, which was a good thing because I wasn't going to spend the money. And I was like, no, let's not do that. So let's get into it. I'm very excited about these. So the first one is a Chanel box. And of course it came in a box, and then it came from the boutique, so it came with the box and then a tissue around it. So this particular pair here, I called the Chanel 1-800 number. And of course, you cannot talk to a store. So I was explaining to the person on the line what I was looking for based on what they're showing on their website. And she was only able to locate it in 2 locations. In New York, there was a pair potentially, and then in Beverly Hills. Since you cannot contact the store, you have to wait for a call back, which I didn't know. And they never called me. So I think a week later, I called them, the 1-800 number again. Then they actually said, oh, we were about to call you actually because you didn't receive the call back, because I guess they keep up in their system if you receive a call. So now they referred it to Beverly Hills, I think. And then I finally got a call like a few days later. But I was almost over it, because if it's not meant for me to buy, then if I don't get the call, that means I don't need to purchase it, right? So long story short, the boutique called me. She said she don't understand why they referred me to that store, because they don't have this color, or she wasn't aware of the last time she seen this particular shoe. But then she did do some digging for me and gave me some other options. So she sent me some other pictures, which was very nice of her. And we came up with this pair, and I said, okay, I like this one. So it comes, of course, with the little care booklet, which I never read. It comes with 2 dust bags. And of course, I looked inside the box, wore them in the house, but, I wanted to still do an official reveal on my channel. To reveal the Chanel Ballet Flats in a light blue. So I have some other colors. I have the classic beige Claire with the black cap toe, and I have a black pair, and then I have a hot pink pair with the black cap toe as well, because for some reason it looks better. It looks better on me when I have the 2 different colors. I've noticed, and I've sold some that were one solid color, and it makes me look stumpy for some reason. So it elongates my legs somehow, because they are already flat, that I need to have a black contrast. That's the reason I go for the multicolor all the time. With that said, I wear a size 40. I wore them once, like I say, in the house, just kind of walked around in them. But I usually wear a 39.5 actually in the ballet flats, but because I was desperate, I went ahead and got the 40 because I just wanted a pair. So I got these. I will wear some little thin socks in them, the little no-show little things, so they won't slip out of my feet, I guess. But I like the color, and they're different. They're not the everyday beige with the black cap toe. So very happy about this purchase. And once again, These classic ballet flats will remain on my wish list because I'm going to always add another color at some point in time. So now I have 4 pairs, so I'm happy. So this is the first one, and these don't go on sale. So I paid regular price, which was, I'm not even sure actually. I think they're close to like 8 something. Okay, so that's the first pair. So the second pair that I want to reveal is some Christian Louboutins. So once again, these were on my wish list. Short story on these as well. I wanted the Socate taller boots, but reading the reviews online, people always say they kind of narrow, and I have athlete calves, so it's probably a little bit harder for me to zip up, even though they have the little stretch thing on the top I've seen. But maybe if I lose a few more pounds, then I'm able to kind of zip them up and then get those. But those were sold out. It's on sex sites, so I did put myself on the wait list for those. But I also wanted the pair of the classic black booties, the Socate booties, but I wanted the 85 millimeter because I no longer do the 100. I have 100s and I wear them when I do specific things. But as far as the everyday walking in, 85 is just my jam. And that's what I go with because that's what I know I can walk in all day. I wanted, like I say, the classic black Socate. The regular calfskin black. But I did see on the Neiman's website that they had like a croc type embossed version. But those were, I think, $100 more. Which was fine, but, you know, they were on my wish list. Then I found something else that I wanted to purchase, and then they came back off because I bought something else with my little money. To reveal to you the Socate little booties in the 85 millimeter. And as you can see, they have like an embossed in the leather. So, these are the 85 millimeters. Once again, that's my heel size at this time. I no longer do the 4 inches anymore. And to me, I can wear these at work all day and don't really have a problem walking around. So I am so happy. So once again, these are no impulse purchases because this is something that I've wanted to add to my shoe collection anyway. But I wasn't in a rush, and I kind of wanted the tall boots, which I'm still trying to get at some point. But yeah, these are absolutely amazing. I also wear a 40 in Christian Louboutin. I don't think you can see it yet. There you go. I also wear a 40. So these were originally $11.95, and I got them for $8.56. So I think they were like a 25% off or so. So this was just, I seen them on the person that I follow on her story. She works for Neiman's, and I took a screenshot that day because I've purchased from this lady before, and something told me just ask her anyway. So I messaged her a few days later. I said, hey, you still have these in the 40? And she said, I can check. She said, I found one in the system, you know, in the last one in the system with Neiman's. And she said, I'll go ahead and place the order, but if they get canceled, that means they didn't have them anymore. And I was like, okay. So I crossed my fingers for 3 days. And then they finally shipped. So when I got the tracking, I was like, yes, they mine. So, yeah. So, yeah, these are the Socates in the booties in the 85. So, once again, not an impulse purchase. This is what I wanted. But now I got them in better because these are the embossed ones, which is more prettier, in my opinion, than the standard leather ones. So, okay. So this comes to the last purchase. So this was also something, once again, this was the shoe that I had on my list that I looked at last year. I couldn't justify the price because they were quite pricey. They were about $1,500. And for a sandal, I don't think I want to spend that much money. If it's a boot, I get it. But for sandals, it's quite steep. So fast forward this season, when Nordstrom's half-year sale, whatever sale they call it, started, and I glanced, I seen these, and I said, oh, they went for half off. But then I thought to myself, why they're going to sell? Because, you know, I checked, and they had a lot of sizes, including my size. That's when I was like, oh, come again. So I clicked and put on my little wish listing in the app on Nordstrom, and I kind of looked at them again because they were 50% off, but I was like, well, I'll see. Because I know that Nordstrom does an additional or second markdown sometimes, even with their designer shoes, because I've been buying designer shoes from them for at least 10 years. Sure enough, Christmas night itself, yes, Christmas Eve, no, Christmas, I received an alert on my app that they had an additional markdown. So, and that was the sign for me to buy them. As you know, what I don't understand is why they give you one dust bag with this particular shoe, but I don't think any of my Jimmy Choo come with additional dust bags. So this was, I think, a true meant to have moment for me, or purchase for me. And this might not be everybody's cup of tea, which is fine, but I like different shoes. I love, love, love shoes. To reveal the Drive, these are called the Drive 60. Once again, not for everyone, potentially. So I've already, of course, tried them on. It wraps around the ankle twice. This one is still together, so it's easy to show the wrap around here. And then I will show you this one right here. So it wraps around twice. But as you can see, the pearls are set in this wedge so beautifully. It's absolutely, I think, a work of art. Different size pearls. Because they have another version of a Jimmy Choo shoe, but they are not this particular one. These are amazing in my opinion. Like I say, they wrap around the ankle twice. I think it's beautiful with the regular strap and then the side strap. I think it's absolutely, absolutely beautiful. I have a picture in my phone that I will insert as well, how they show on the model. I think they are so beautiful. So, but like I said also earlier, I love nice shoes and I always spend a lot of money on my shoes, but I couldn't justify $1,500 for a summer sandal. But now that I received them for 50% with an additional 25%, I believe, and I think the sale was only for a few, maybe a few days that they did the additional off. That was the moment for me to say, hey, let's go ahead and do this. So, but yeah, usually wear a 39.5 in Jimmy Choo. Yes, 39.5, but I don't like my sandals to be, I don't like my feet hanging over any sandal. And of course, in this particular case, they're not, but that's why I went with a 40 because I was not taking any chances that I received them and that they were going to be like exactly on the edge, right? So I said, let's go up a little bit, and I went to a 40 and they fit absolutely like a dream. So I think they're going to be a stunner for this summer to dress up, but definitely dress down as well. So this was the trio of the shoes. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please feel free, as always, to put them in the comment section below. By now, I'm sure you guys realize I am a true shoe lover. And I'm trying to, like I say, this year, I'm trying to do more Chanel probably, and a few Chanel shoes that I have in mind. And I would like to add some Hermes sandals as well. So we'll see what's going to come next. But I hope you enjoy this once again. If you like it, I hope you subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. And I think that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.